In this video, I'm going to break down everything we know about Halo Infinite Season 5, including the newly dropped trailer, gameplay, and the Waypoint blogs. So let's get straight into it. First off, in case you've been living under a rock and haven't seen the trailer, I'll quickly cover everything announced in the trailer and then we'll break it down. The Extraction game mode from Halo 4 returns, but reimagined. There will be new Flood-inspired customizations, more on that later. Two new arena maps, Prism and Forbidden. Prism being a Blamite mine, and Forbidden looks to be set on the same planet as the map Forest. Forgeable AI is coming, so you'll now be able to implement campaign AI into your maps. Battle Pass XP can be earned in custom games now, more on why this is such a big deal later. Cross-core helmets, you can now equip any helmet on any core. This is a big step towards full cross-core. The career rank reward for reaching Hero is unlocking the Mark 6 armor from the campaign. It should be noted that this is a kit and not a core, so it does not look like you will be able to customize it. And coming mid-season 5, Firefight. This time it looks to be objective based, with it being King of the Hill Firefight. Alright, now let's break it down. At the very start we see 3 Spartans. The one on the left we will get a better look at later. The one on the right looks to be wearing some new armor that might be in the battle pass, but the one in the middle especially seems to be wearing Spartan Riz 028's helmet from the Halo TV show. Next we get a closer look at the Spartan that was on the left, sporting a new helmet and jack-o'-lantern coating. Right after that we see some more new armor coatings and pieces, which again may be in the battle pass. More on this white Spartan later. Next up we get a good look at a Halo Reach style security helmet and new wrist attachment, as well as a look at the extraction device. We also get a look at one of the new weapon models, this banished looking AR model. Next I have slowed down this clip so you can get a better look at this new Flood kill effect, along with the new Flood cosmetics. Now it is unconfirmed at this point if these are new armor pieces or just attachments for certain armor pieces. It also looks to only be for the Mark 5 B core. As we are introduced to the new map Prism, we get a look at some new armor, and there is also this Spartan with some less identifiable new armor pieces. Here is another look at these Flood cosmetics, as well as this Flood covered Bulldog model. Right after that we see this new kill effect with bats flying away and a jack-o'-lantern face. This, along with the coding we first saw, hints at potential Halloween inspired cosmetics. However, this does not seem to be linked to an event, more on that in a bit. And here is another Flood covered weapon model, this time for the sniper, who promptly shoots this Spartan sporting some new armor before this grunt pretending to be an ODST drops in. Here we get a really good look at what looks to be like a George from Halo Reach Flood infected Spartan, including some Flood on his legs. After that we get a better look at these 3 Spartans driving the Warthog from the very start, one of which is wearing Spartan Vanek 134's EOD helmet from the TV show, along with the same Spartan from before wearing Riz 028's helmet. This leads me to believe we will be getting all 3 Silver Team helmets, not including Master Chief's Halo 4 inspired helmet. The rest of this scene seems to be on a Forge map made on one of the new Forge canvases Permafrost. Here is a slower look at the cross-core helmets, the last one of which seems to be a new Rakshasa helmet. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. And lastly for this trailer, we take a closer look at this scene which has 4 Spartans, one of which is wearing the Hero Rank Reward Mark 6 kit, but another is wearing what is most definitely the new CE Mark 5 core. Now I have reason to believe that this will actually be a core and not a kit. This leaked image of the Mark 5 CE core being customized in white with armor effects basically confirms that this will be a core and not a kit. Onto the Halo Waypoint blog, which was posted alongside the trailer, called Battle Pass and Operations. We are greeted with this image of 3 Spartans, one of which notably is wearing the EOD helmet and new cracked coating. First up, whilst the Battle Pass will still include a comparable amount of content, it will now span 50 tiers instead of 100. It's worth noting that items like coatings and shoulder pieces will now be consolidated into one instead of spread across multiple tiers. I hope this is the case with emblems too. Also, because you will now be able to progress through the Battle Pass in custom games and with the Forge AI and soon to be released Firefight mode, you will truly be able to progress through it however you want. The Battle Pass will still cost 1000 credits and you will still earn 1000 credits across the 50 tiers. We then get a good look at the Flood cosmetics, which appears to be on the Scout helmet and ODST shoulder pads from the Mark 5 B core. Next, let's talk about the free items you can get from the Battle Pass, because some things have changed. All the free content will now span the first 20 tiers of the Battle Pass, so players should be able to unlock them quicker. However, the free Battle Pass tiers will only be available until an operation begins November 14th. More on this in just a sec. After this cutoff point, you will not be able to earn the free tiers unless you already own the premium pass or purchase it in the shop at any point. Now to talk about operations, which is the new name for events. 343 received feedback that the events were too short and not aligned with some players' availability. So not only did they change the name to operations and still keep them as free activities, they will now include 20 tiers instead of 10, and will run for approximately 4 to 6 weeks instead of 1 to 2. This gives players far more time to unlock the rewards and is giving them more rewards than previous events. Now, unlike events, operations can also be purchased for 500 credits, which will unlock an exclusive reward and make the operation pass no longer expire. Or you can purchase it for 2,000 credits and unlock the exclusive item as well as all 20 tiers. Notably, these operations can be purchased at any time even after it has ended. More importantly, you can progress through operation tiers in whatever playlist, including custom games. The 2 confirmed operations so far is Combined Arms, which begins November 14th, and then Winter Contingency 3, which begins December 19th. The promo art for Combined Arms shows a Spartan which looks to be wearing some new armor for the Rakshasa Corps. I have a feeling this operation is where you may be able to unlock the Needleminder attachment. The Winter Contingency promo art shows a snowflake visor and 2 new coatings which look to resemble Santa and his elves. It also shows a new belt attachment which looks to have wrapped presents on it. And lastly, we should see a closer look at the new Battle Pass and operations October 14th at the HCS Worlds, and even more upcoming blogs which I will be sure to cover in depth, so get subscribed. The notable blogs I am looking forward to are the Forge updates, which include new objects, palettes and options, the ranked updates, and a complete breakdown of the customization content, including the Battle Pass and shop changes. Hopefully the shop changes for the better. The final thing I am going to break down today is this 14 minutes of IGN gameplay that was released. I have gone through and found anything notable, but if you'd like to see full gameplay on the new arena maps, check out the video on IGN. Already during the pre-match phase, we can see the EVA flood attachment, notably by itself and not with a bunch of other flood armor, and some Christmas light armor effects which will most likely be unlocked during Winter Contingency 3. We can also see a new Devil Horn armor effect, and of course, there's always someone wearing default armor. We also get a glimpse of the flood effect set when the Spartans step on the ground. This includes the grapple hook effect we will see in just a bit. Other than that, there was nothing particularly interesting in the Forbidden game. However, the post-match Carnage report now looks like this, which leads me to believe there will be more variation between menus. During this pre-match phase, we get a good look at the flood-infected George Spartan, as well as this flood armor effect on the helmet. Now this is just teasing us. The player runs up to what looks like a typical bandit, but if we look closely, it is called the Bandit Evo and includes a red dot sight of sorts. Thanks to Kotaku, we have a poor quality GIF of it in action. This is most likely going to be the new starting weapon for ranked game modes. Here we can see the flood grapple hook effect, and that's pretty much it for anything juicy from this gameplay video. And that's it, that's everything that's been released so far for information on Season 5. If you've made it this far, I want to say thank you for watching, and if I've missed anything, let me know down in the comments. I will be covering the upcoming blogs and anything from HCS Worlds in detail, so get subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.